OpenAI was losing $575,000 every single hour. That's 12 billion in a single quarter. And then they made one move, one hire. And just like that, they are back in the front line of the race. Let me tell you what actually happened. And I'm sure you've most probably seen it by now. But this video is about how OpenAI went from bleeding out to leading the AI agent race with a single strategic hire. I build and run AI agents every single day. This news isn't commentary. This is a builder breaking down what this move actually means for anyone building with AI agents right now. I'm going to show you the financial reality that forced their hand, the hire that changed everything, and the behind the scenes bidding war that nobody talked about, and why this matters for the future of AI more than people realize.
Hey, I'm Johnny Nell. I spent years building businesses the old hard way, managing teams, scaling operations, and doing everything manually. Today, everything I built, from automations and no-code infrastructures to fully AI SaaS products, has AI helping in one way or another.
Firstly, let me quickly show you this. In South Africa, we call this a braai.
I build with AI tools that, in my opinion, anyone can learn to use. My mission is simple: to help creators, entrepreneurs, and business owners get clarity with AI. Let's build smarter together and enjoy this video.
Alright guys, so let me tell you why you should care. The company that wins the AI agent race will define the tools, the standards, and the ecosystem that every single one of us builds on for almost the next decade. And I know AI has been moving so fast. 2019, it was all about prompting. Then it went into the vibe era, working a bit with agents. And now we're getting into the AGI, more the agentic realm, where things are truly becoming autonomous. And if you're building anything with AI right now, what I'm about to tell you affects your stack, your strategy, and potentially your future. This isn't just tech news. This is the map of where everything is heading. And guys, I usually don't make content about this, but this is the map where everything is currently heading. So let's start off with the reality that nobody wants to talk about. OpenAI was going backwards. I mean, it was clear. $12 billion lost in a single quarter. That came straight from the Microsoft SEC filing. $575,000 burned every single hour. That's from the first half of 2025's financials. That's crazy. That's really absurd numbers. And that's not the worst part. They projected $14 billion loss for 2026 to 2027. A person at the Council on Foreign Relations wrote in the New York Times that at this rate, OpenAI could face bankruptcy by mid-2027. And guys, I mean, that reality was becoming apparent. We could see quite a bit. All of the other AI companies are really starting to surpass OpenAI. And ChatGPT just stayed the same. Right now with Codex, getting much better. Really, really good. But before that, the AI automations didn't really work out. And to be quite frank, I just used it for searching the web or without worrying to go on Google to try to sort through all the materials to get it. But that's about it. And guys, let's not forget, they were the company that made AI mainstream. That started the entire AI wave. The company that gave us ChatGPT. And the reality was they were sinking. Then they did something smart. They essentially hired Peter Steinberger. I'm not even sure what the specifics are within that agreement. Let's say collaborated with Peter Steinberger. I almost see it like he needed to decide whether that's something beneficial for him or not. But if you don't know the name, you know his product. He's the founder of OpenClaw, the most widely used open source AI coding tool on the planet right now. The guy didn't just build a tool. He built a community. He built an ecosystem. Developers around the world build on top of what he created. Well-known developers, very, very experienced developers, and OpenAI brought him in to lead their entire agentic division from the sounds of it. And that is nuts. That is really, really good and sets a really good precedent for the vision for OpenAI and how they're coming back into the AI race. You see, that's not a hire. That's truly a chess move. Now, here's the part that really makes the story interesting. Peter Steinberger did an interview recently where he talked about what happened behind the scenes. He couldn't really disclose everything, but Meta wanted him to. And here's the thing that got me. Meta, according to Peter Steinberger, was actually using OpenClaw. They were even giving him feedback. They were engaging with the product, and they were in the trenches alongside him, even helping him, making suggestions to OpenClaw. But OpenAI wasn't doing any of that, even though OpenAI was also another offer on the table, and yet Steinberger chose OpenAI. Think about what that means. From the looks of it, the company that wasn't even providing him with feedback on the experience with the product essentially got him convinced of some sorts to join their vision for the future of AI agents. That tells you something about where they're going. By the way, guys, if you are building with OpenClaw, Claude Code, building apps, anything related to AI, I invite you to join the AI Founders School community, where we go through a lot of the resources of OpenClaw, where we play around with it, we collaborate, and see how we can make the experience even better for non-technical founders. So if that's you, I do invite you to allow yourself to access the link down in the description below. Here's what most people are missing about this story. This isn't about one company hiring another engineer. This is about who controls the future of AI. Think about the evolution we've all lived through. First, again, it was the prompts. You typed something in, you got something back. It was mind-blowing. It really was. Then it was some form of agent, right? So you told AI what to do, and then it went and did it. Then agents started building, like entire applications, full workflows from just conversations. Very awesome. And we are still quite in that transition period right now. And now, as I mentioned earlier, we're looking at AGI. And guys, I am not overhyping this. We actively see it in the community. We actively use it. We build with it. It is unreal, the capabilities of what you can do by installing this securely and using it correctly. And by the way, I mean, they're making so many new updates on OpenClaw with all the security. And just think about what Peter Steinberger can achieve by having OpenAI supplying all of these engineers to assist. And by the way, they're keeping everything open source, apparently. They're not going to make it closed source. That's a very, very bold statement, though. Whoever leads the agent layer controls the path to AGI right now. That's not a speculation. That's the progression we are watching happening in real time right now. And OpenAI just brought themselves a front row seat in that race. Remember where this started. OpenAI launched the first AI wave. ChatGPT changed everything. And then the playing field got level again. They lost ground. Anthropic was gaining, Google was pushing, open source was catching up. People really counted them out. And to be honest, I did too. But this hire really changes everything. And it tells you that they're not going quietly. They are positioning to lead the agent wave the exact same way they led the original AI wave. By getting the best talent and by absorbing the strongest open source community in the entire space, they did it before with ChatGPT. And they're going to do it again with agents. And another thing that people don't think about or haven't thought about is everyone is talking about talent acquisition. Peter Steinberger is brilliant, and that's obvious. But here's the real power move. It's in the community. It's me. It's you. Thousands of builders out there. Thousands of developers built on OpenClaw because it was independent, because it was open. And now that the creator of that tool works with OpenAI, if OpenAI handles this right, they don't just get one incredible engineer. They get an entire ecosystem of agent developers building on their platform. That's not a hire, that's an acquisition without writing the check. So again, guys, if you're building with AI agents and you want the perspective of someone who's in the trenches on a daily basis, who runs these systems in production, not just responds on them, hit subscribe and tell me in the comments, what do you think of OpenAI? And did they make the right call? Or is this a dumb move from Peter's side? Is this move that puts them back? And is this the move that puts OpenAI back on top? Or is it a little too late? I want to hear your take. And if you want to go deeper, as I mentioned earlier, if you feel called to it, allow yourself to accept your invitation into the AI Founders Vaults, where we're building the future together. Sometimes all it takes is a clear framework to make AI feel human again. Simple, structured, and useful. Inside of our AI school community, you'll find the full curriculum, workshops, prompt vault, and private access to our upcoming beta apps, all built to help founders integrate AI without the overwhelm. Experience how clarity and design turns into confidence in execution with AI. You made it to the end. That already says a lot about how you build. Before you go, drop a like, share what you've been working on, and keep building. Don't forget, your invitation to join the school community is waiting for when you're ready to go deeper down in the description below. See you inside.